Okay, you guys, we are back with another video. Game on, I got my rapper chain on. Game on, hold on, okay. Game on, I got my rapper chain on. I'm just, you know, having a good time. But guess what? Honey, when I tell you that Cardi B is so predictable. She's very predictable because quite a few people said that Cardi B is gonna lean into Nicki closer towards her tour date. And man, I tell you, they were on point with their prediction because now Cardi B has done a BTS photo shoot and she looked extremely uncomfortable in the photo shoot, but that's not what caught people's attention. What caught people's attention is that everything about the photo shoot was given Nicki Minaj. There were so many people in the comment section saying, I thought this was Nicki. Some of them were saying, I'm a Cardi B fan, but I honestly thought that this was Nicki Minaj. And you know what? It's not a lie. It is because of the pink theme, the pink elements. There were people in her comment section saying if she's pregnant. No, she's not pregnant. She just gave birth to a baby. And, liposuction and plastic surgery cannot beat hormones. And that's just what is going on with Cardi B. And I think women should have some understanding of that at this point. So TMZ captioned I think she shared this on her Instagram page. She looks very insecure for real because that's what happens to women like Cardi B, because she's with a man that she's not married to, and that man cheats 24/7, 48 on her. And just imagine when you were married, your husband was cheating on you, but there was some amount of or some sense of security. Because remember that back in 2020, she filed for divorce after Offset allegedly cheated on her. She called off the divorce. She said she was gonna make her marriage work. Fast forward to now, everything has been filed and the divorce hasn't been finalized as yet, right? It hasn't been finalized, but it is said that, she has agreed to give Offset the 30% of her savings and 30% of her assets and all of that jazz. So Offset has won another round again. Offset just keeps winning when it comes to her. And this is why it is important as a woman. Remember this, you cannot do what a guy does when it comes to intimacy. And I'm being specific because I don't want anyone to get what I'm saying wrong. There are a lot of things that men do that women can do better. But when it comes to how men cheat and how they sleep around, women should never behave like that. Never. Do you know? Especially when you're at a particular age, when you have made all the mistakes and when you were out there living your life and you were partying and you are acting as though you have no brain, you were a chicken head. Everyone has been through that stage. Some of us, because some people were born to be wiser than their years. And that is why if you read, the history books will tell you that there were young kings as young as 16 years old, 14 years old, because some people were born wiser than their years, right? Evidently, Cardi B is not one of them. Some of us, not one of them. But Cardi B has taken a path that many women were celebrating because, and this is why I say no one can call me a liar on this. No one knew stefondiggs over pop culture. So when she got with stefondiggs, the internet was celebrating because they were saying Cardi B won. But when they were saying Cardi B won and she has leveled up and all of that, slowly what was revealed to us, it was slowly revealed to us that there was no win here because she left Offset and she dated Offset, mega Offset. She left Offset and she moved on to mega Offset because Offset cannot even walk in Stefondiggs' shoe when it comes to women cheating and all of that. He just gets people pregnant without I don't know where his head or intention lies because the guy really, he just gives what he needs to give. He doesn't give much of himself to the public. Even when they ask him about Cardi B, he has never accepted her publicly. He will always say he doesn't talk about his personal life. He doesn't, and he just keeps it moving on. He doesn't even say, well, she's my girl, but I don't talk about my personal life. But she claims him around the clock. So in cases such as those, you're going to see women like Cardi B with the insecurities. And, a lot is going on with Cardi B. And I think she's just trying to juggle through all that's going on with her the best way she knows how to. But this, my Little Miss Drama tour, the photo shoot, when TMZ shared it on their Instagram page, I'm going to include the comments and if you guys think, because every time I do a video, I see Cardi B's chicken head. Some of her fans are level-headed, but some of them are chicken heads. They're like, we're all the same. We all do the same thing. Were you ever married? You do the same thing. Who, bitch? Who? And when they say we, who is we? You and your family. You can't be talking to strangers on the internet and tell them we all do the same thing. You can say we all breathe oxygen. We all eat food. Stuff like those you can say we. But there are firm women out here who doesn't allow themselves to be anyone's second class fiddle or footstool. So you need to know that and you need to level up. Stop. And this is what gets a lot of women in horrible spaces and places. We love to make excuses for ourselves and others instead of challenge yourself to be better. Challenge yourself not to make the same dumb mistake. You can change your life. You can change your image. You can change your personality. You just need to work on it. Work on it and invest in yourself. Stop stooping so low and say, well, life is not perfect. I'm not perfect. There are some things, Cardi B's life is not one that anyone should look at and admire. And I'm seeing a report where she's telling fans that they could never walk in her shoe. Who would want to be in that shoe? That shoe stinks and it smells. It sucks and it drags. Who would want to be in that shoe? People who puts money before spirituality, you need to stop it. They have designed this life in such a way that you think that you should put money before spirituality. I'm not saying it's bad to have money. That's not what I'm saying. But on your journey to get money and to acquire wealth, always consider your spiritual rewards. Always remember that your spirituality comes first. You should not be willing to do anything for money. And I'm not shading anyone who is a sex worker. That's not my point. That's not my point. When people have options and they don't explore the options and they, like Cardi B, for example, she didn't think things through clearly. There was some hype with stefondiggs, and even though stefondiggs has 101 baby mama, she would rather go with the hype than go to marriage counsel with her husband, get therapy, seek some counsel, and if she does decide to get a divorce, take the time to heal and get therapy instead of out here acting a mess. And then people want to say, oh, you don't have the money that she has. And she's telling people, you can't walk in my how many times have we seen this woman crashing out on the internet? And if you look at her, Come on. We need to do better. We really need to do